It's not about money, it's about time. I've said that a lot. And if you go onto my Twitter profile, you'll see it front and center. It's not about money, it's about time. And I truly believe that. I think money, of course, is important. Of course, it is. But I think it's important to distinguish money being the goal and money being the tool that helps you get to your goal. And you have to define your goal for yourself. So for me, it's time. My goal is time. Time is a precious and finite resource. It is the most precious and finite resource. And it is one that opens up opportunities, and it allows us to spend time with people who we care about. And it impacts our overall happiness and fulfillment in life. Time for me means that I can spend the time with the people I love. And the people I love are my wife, my daughter, my mum, my family, my friends. And to be able to spend quality time, like true quality time with them, is everything to me. And it means that I'm actually achieving what I want out of life, which is to create memories. Because that's all I believe this is. I believe we're on this journey. We're created, we're born, whatever you believe, we're here right now. I'm not here to say your beliefs aren't important, whatever. We're here right now at the good ripe age of whatever, 80, 90, 100, if you're lucky enough or unlucky enough, depending on how you see it. We're all going to perish at some point in time. We're not going to be here. So what do we do from our early years to the day that we're not here anymore? And I think the only thing we can reliably say that is important are our memories. And what do we do with the time that we're on this earth before we're dead and gone? And I think there's something powerful in recognizing the fact that you're not going to be here one day. I think, that can be a scary subject for a lot of people. Death, it's such brings horrible connotations, death. But I believe it's healthy and important to recognize that, look, you're not going to be here at some point. You're going to have to leave something to other people, whether that's memories of you, whether that's things that are passed down from you to your children. I think recognizing that time here is precious and it is going to run out. It is absolutely going to run out. And I think sometimes the focus on money and material possessions, it can distract us from what truly brings you happiness. Money in itself does not bring you happiness. You can go and buy a car or a yacht and it's fleeting. It's fleeting. But the things that make you happy are being around someone you care about, someone who makes you laugh, going somewhere and having an amazing time and talking about it in the future and looking back on it and saying, wasn't that amazing? And yes, money can help you get to those places. Maybe it's a holiday, maybe it's a trip or an excursion to somewhere that you wouldn't have been able to get to if you didn't have more money, which is why money is the tool. It's not the goal. You can have a house full of money, but if you've got no one to spend it with, if you've got no one to show it to, and you're just accumulating that money for the sake of accumulating it, what's the fucking point? What's the point in having that money? Would you rather have an incredible amount of money but no one to have any good times with? Or would you rather have good times with people and have less money? I think a lot of people would say they would rather have the money, but I think in reality, the second option is always the best. And I think ultimately life is just a journey. We're working our way through it. And I think the only thing that is important is that we get to the end of it and we look back on our lives and we say, I did everything I wanted to do. And I have all of these memories. And whether that's stored, if your memory fails you and that's stored in photographs or that's stored in videos, that's stored in whatever, you can look back on your life and say, I did everything I wanted to do. And I spent the time with people I wanted to spend my time with. so you don't have regrets. Because the worst thing you can do is get to the end of your life, look back on it and have regrets. I think you want to look back on it and say, I did everything that I wanted to do. Largely, I spent the time with the people I love and the people I cared about, and we did the things and we shared those experiences together, and we had an impact on each other and maybe even the world itself, people around us, and we impacted other people's lives for the better. So I think it's important to reflect on those priorities and make a conscious choice to kind of invest that time wisely in things that bring us fulfillment, fulfillment or purpose, and sense of, accomplishment, because this is limited and it's irreplaceable. You can replace money, you can lose money, and you can make more money down the road. But if you lose time, you'll never get that time back. It's finite. We have a limited amount in our lives. And once it passes, it can't be recovered. It can't be replaced. Money can be earned, spent. It can be, regained to some extent. But recognizing the value of time, it kind of reminds us to use it wisely. And make the most of every moment. I have a beautiful daughter who's smart, she's funny, and I see myself in her every single day. She's getting older and older by the day. She's a teenager now. But I see more of myself in her every single day. And even if we're just sitting around and we're watching a program or watching a film, or we're not even really talking, being around her in and of itself means so much to me. And it is a relationship and an experience that is essential for me. And it nurturing that relationship over years, these last couple of years has been amazing to me, because I've been able to offer so much of my time for her. And I think it's been beneficial for both of us. It's allowed us to create so many unique memories and go to different places, share moments. We've been able to engage in activities that we maybe wouldn't have been able to engage with if I'd been working, and we could have, I could have easily have left a lot of that money in crypto or in my investments and said, look, further down the line, we'll make so much more money. So I'm going to leave it in my investments, and down the line, 5 years down the line, maybe we'll make so much more money. But I would not have had those last couple of years of memories with my daughter. So taking some of that out, changing my lifestyle now, so I got all of that time with my daughter and my wife. I would take the less money over the more money every single time. Because money, it's a balancing act, really. It's a balancing act. And money can enable certain experiences, but it can't buy genuine connections or quality time with friends and family. It just can't. Time provides us with opportunities to grow more. I can put my time into learning something, to understanding things, and you have to have an abundance of time if you want to learn something new. And that's something I've been trying to do for the past couple of years, especially this past year, trying to grow, trying to learn, improve on myself. Time allows me to explore different interests and acquire knowledge, pursue passions, develop skills. It's time is that kind of development, and it can lead to a more fulfilling life. I truly believe that. And I want people to kind of, if they take anything from this video, this kind of ramble, it's that, don't forget why you're here. You're here to make money. We all are. We get it. But don't forget the most important reason, which is time. You're here to buy your time back. You're here to earn that money so you can buy that time, because the goal is not money, the goal is time. And I truly believe that is the goal for everyone. It should be the goal for everyone. So I'm living in the present, and I'm not thinking about the future, and we can learn from the past. But time time is the goal.